All right, we are live again. So last week, I shared some information about the release of the American Dietary Guidelines. I'm sure by now a lot of folks have seen it. Now, initially, it was fun to watch everyone take positions and stand behind their narrative. And then a couple of weeks or less, this debate of good or bad will be out of the news cycle, and then there will be something new. Now, keep in mind the following. In the end, it really just comes down to your own physiology, your own health metrics, and your health goals. And to sum it up, skip the ultra processed foods, eat whole foods, think protein and fiber, some good carbs, and don't overeat even the good foods. Today, I'm sharing a thought I had as I see many patients who feel they are failing in their health. They're doing all the right things that they hear from social media, that they hear from their doctors, and yet they're still not feeling their best. You see, you're not failing your health. The system is failing to make sense of you and your physiology. If you're watching this, I want you to know something right away. You're not here because you haven't tried hard enough. You're not here because you're lazy or you're unmotivated or you're undisciplined. And you're not here because your body is broken beyond repair. You're here because at some point, nothing made sense anymore. For many of the people I work with, there's a moment that they remember clearly. And in that moment, they realize they were working harder at their health than ever before and feeling worse. Maybe it was when the brain fog became constant, or when the fatigue stopped responding to rest, or when the weight wouldn't budge no matter what they did. Maybe it was when digestion became unpredictable or anxiety crept in quietly and refused to leave. And what made it harder wasn't just the symptoms. It was being told your labs are normal, everything looks fine, this is probably just stress. So you start to doubt yourself. You wonder if you're overreacting and if you should just push through even harder. And somehow, maybe this is your fault. That quiet self doubt that's often the most painful part. Now, what I see every day, I work with people who are tired in a very specific way. Not just physically tired, they're tired of managing symptoms instead of understanding them. They're tired of being handed another solution without an explanation. They're feeling like they're too complicated to fit into a short appointment. Many are taking medications, sometimes several, not because they help, but because no one ever explained to them the bigger picture. No one explained how certain medications can cause micronutrient deficiencies, or how certain supplements negatively interact with medications. And over time, something subtle happens. They stop trusting their own body. This is where I want to be very clear. I'm not here to tell you that conventional medicine is wrong. I have the honor of working with some really, really great doctors. And my goal is to help to create a healthcare team for my patient. Conventional medicine saves lives every single day. It's absolutely essential. And for many people, it's exactly what they need. But it isn't always designed for complexity. The 7-minute visit is not designed to handle multiple overlapping symptoms, long conversations, or determine rooted patterns of dysfunction that has developed over years. Chronic health issues are complex. Instead of asking what medication treats the symptom, I ask, why is your body expressing this right now? Because symptoms don't come out of nowhere. Brain fog is information. Fatigue is information. Digestive issues are information. Anxiety is information. Your body isn't failing, it's communicating. And many people feel stuck. People I see aren't confused because they lack information, they're overwhelmed by too much of it. One doctor says one thing, another says something else. I see this all the time. Online advice contradicts itself daily. Keto, plant-based, vegetarian, Mediterranean, low carb, no carbs. It just never stops. And then there's supplements for everything. It's overwhelming. And somewhere in all that noise, your body gets lost. You get lost. What people are really craving isn't another protocol. They're craving clarity. There are so many levers to pull. You can't pull all the levers at once because you won't succeed. My job? Well, my job is to slow things down, ask better questions, help you understand what your body has been adapting to. When you understand the why, everything changes. Fear softens, confusions lift, Decisions become clearer. Let me share what makes this approach different. We don't chase symptoms. We look at how your gut, hormones, metabolism, and immune system and nervous system interact, how stress and lifestyle shape your physiology over time, how your history matters, not just your diagnosis. And yes, we use labs when they're helpful, but numbers are not the whole story. I'm more interested in patterns, not just ranges. People often tell me this is the first time my health actually makes sense. Sometimes they say no one ever explained it to me this way before. And what I like is I finally feel like I have a direction. That sense of direction is everything, because healing doesn't start with a supplement. It starts with understanding. This is not about perfection. Perfection has nothing to do with it. This approach is not about doing everything right. It's not about following rigid rules. It's not about becoming obsessed with health. It's about reducing that friction. It's about supporting your body so it doesn't have to work so hard just to get through the day. It's about creating enough stability that your system can finally exhale. You may be feeling burned out by trying to take care of your own health. I get it. I see it all the time. If you feel tired of managing symptoms, overwhelmed by conflicting advice, or quietly worried that this is just how it's going to be, I want you to hear this. You don't need another label. You don't need another quick fix. You need space to be understood. That's why I offer a discovery call. It's just a simple conversation. It's not a pitch. It's not pressure. It's just conversation. It's a chance for you to talk through what's been happening and for us to see where this approach is right for you. Sometimes the most powerful thing isn't doing more, it's doing less. It's finally doing something that makes sense. Now, if you're watching this and something that resonates, well, that's not an accident. It usually means that you're ready to stop guessing and start understanding. If that's you, I invite you to schedule a discovery call. And we donate this money to our local food pantry. It's a great thing for them. It's a great thing for you. You can go to my website, thecenterforfunctionalhealth.com, and just schedule a discovery call. No obligation, no rush, just a different kind of conversation. And sometimes that's where everything begins. So until next Sunday, stay healthy and strong, and I'll see you soon.